What's good, everybody? It's the Luna in General coming straight from the underground. Talk to me, Nash. This is another edition of the Jeff interview. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. This is technically the next episode, but I'm not gonna be doing any interview style questions or like answering any questions of myself or like from the fans or anything like that. I'm gonna be taking y'all behind the process of how I make beats or how I come up with ideas to make beats and how I go about it. Yeah, usually when I make beats, I don't really go full out. I usually just come up with like an idea, put an idea together, and then kind of send it out to like an engineer, like a producer to kind of flush it out, make it whole. But today I wanted to show y'all like the how I commence, like the genesis of how I just kind of put everything together. So without further ado, let's run it, get into the video, and let's make it happen. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video. Boom. Okay. So first off, we have to start off with the app or the program, whatever you're gonna use. I have my setup. I got my little mini keyboard over here. I got my computer, and I'm gonna take you out to the process. So first off, open up the program. I don't know what you guys use, but I use the OG. I use the you feel me? The OG, the original gangster. You, by that sound, you already know what type of time I'm on. This is FL Studio. I'm FL Studio gang, big FL Studio gang. But FL Studio for me, man, it's like pretty much like the easiest program for me in terms of just like coming up with ideas, production wise. I like the layout and how everything looks. I know some people use Ableton, Logic, and stuff like that. I prefer FL Studio. I'm trying to learn Ableton. That's like the next one I want to learn. But yeah, man, FL Studio gang till I die. So I'm gonna open it up right here. I'm gonna actually put it on screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, we are, man. FL Studio gang. Stop playing with that boy. He not one of them. And first up, actually, let's run it back. We got the program open. Da da da. That's cool. But we gotta figure out the type of beat I'm going for first. So today I am actually going for. I don't want to say J Dilla type, but I love going for like break beats. Those are like the funnest to make to me because that's like my favorite subgenre of like hip hop, just like the '90s rap, alternative rap. So I'm usually going for like a breakbeat style. I'm trying to. The old school method is literally just finding like an old school sample, something from like the '80s, something from like the '70s, something from like the '60s. You take that, you flip it, and then you add like a breakbeat, a drum break to it, and that's basically what you get. So I want to switch it up a little bit. I'm going for the same style, very Dilla-esque type of style, but I want to take something modern. So instead of going back and sampling like a Stevie Wonder or like a Al Green or like a Teddy Pendergrass, I'm gonna sample something recent. So I'm going for something new, something fresh, and I'm gonna use that and then flip that instead of using something old. So finding a sample. So let's find a sample and let's see how we can flip it. Let's play around with it a little bit. So I'm gonna open Spotify because I have some samples saved, and then we'll go back into the program and then we flip it and then we get the drums. And so Spotify, I literally have a playlist where I kind of save all my all my samples, anything that catches my ear on Spotify when I'm listening to like music. I save it to a playlist. I already have the sample in mind that I want to use. It's by a young lady called Alex Isley, and this song is called Inevitable off her project Luxury. Big Alex Isley fan, big Alex Isley fan. I think she's one of like the most underrated, in my opinion, just like one of the most underrated R&B singers of our generation. I think her tone is incredible. I think her sound selection is incredible. Production is like crazy. Um, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share my screen real quick, just show y'all what I'm talking about. This is the project right here. And the song is called what is it? What is it? Oh yeah, it's the song called You can get away if you wait, I'm gonna switch it off for y'all. I'm gonna put it on speakers. So this is the sample we're gonna use. You can get away if you tried, you tried. I know it's yours and you know it's mine. No choice, our hearts became dope ass sample. Nobody's really. So I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna download it YouTube to MP3. Ew. It's gonna be fun, man. Just trying to flip it. So the program I use to flip is called Serato. So I'm gonna open that up. I used to flip them manually and just kind of like I don't know what I was thinking, but Serato is literally a life changer at this point. So I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna load the sample up and then I'm gonna get the parts that I want. Usually I do that. Like it takes a while, but I'm gonna do that. I did that off camera and then kind of give y'all what I have right now. So I'm gonna play. Actually, wait. Let me show y'all what I'm doing. So this is what we have right now. Um, I chopped it about 11 seconds of the chop that I want, and this is basically what we have. So I'm gonna play you guys the sample through and through, and then this is I'm gonna show y'all what I'm working with basically. So. No choice, our hearts became magnetized. You can get away if you try. So basically what I did, whoa. So basically what I did, first of all, I chopped it like the first 11 seconds. The main part that I want is literally like the keyboard part, the do 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 do. That's like the main part that I want. And then a little bit of vocals. I'm not too crazy about the vocals. So the key of the sample right now, I think it's C minor. I think C minor, but basically what I did is I pitched it up 5 semitones, I believe. Yeah, 5 semitones. And the original sounds like this. You can get away if you tried, you tried. So basically that's what the original sounds like. And then I pitched it up 5 semitones. Kind of give it that chipmunk feel, that I don't want to say that Dilla Yay feel, but like kind of like a Dilla Yay, how they pitch up their samples. So the the new version of the sample sounds like this. Oh, and I also took out, so I don't know if y'all can see, but where my mouse is, but there's like um you could take out like the drums. So basically that's what I did. I took out the drums and I just kind of let the sample, I just left the instruments and I left the vocals on it. So kind of make it very bare bones because I'm gonna add my own drums to it. So I pitched it up 5 semitones, took out the drums, and this is what we got. You can get away if you try, you try. I know it's yours and you know it's mine. So basically, now I got that, and then I'm gonna try and get from that little section. I'm gonna try and get a nice, cool flip. So I put it at like 95, the BPM at 95, just because that's like the sweet spot for like boom bap stuff. So I'm going for like a boom bap feel. So 70 to like 97 is like the boom bap, I want to say like the boom bap sweet spot for like a BPM. So I'll put on the metronome first of all. Put on the metronome. And basically what we're gonna do right now is try and find like a chop to kind of give us that flavor, that Dilla feel. The idea I'm going for right now, is to use a word or something and make it sound like something else. I don't know if you know how Dilla does it, but I think it's the Don't Cry or Cry sample in one of his in the Donuts project actually, where he flipped it. It actually said one word and then it actually said something else, but he flipped it to say something else. So I'm gonna try and do that with this one and just try and play around with it until I kind of get that feel. So let's do it. Let's flip it. So basically, we're gonna try and find like chops that make sense. No choice, I already like this part. This is probably so I definitely want to include that part. No choice, you know it's mine. No, get away if you try. It's best. No spin, get away. 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 I like that, but I'm gonna keep searching. You can get up, you can get up, you can get up. No, you can get up, no choice, no can get away, no choice can get away. Okay, so I think I got the sample. chop that idea that I want to go for. I'm gonna play around with it a little more, and then we'll figure out. I'll come back to y'all, and we'll see what I come up with, and da 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 da. Okay, so give me like 20, 10, 15 minutes to play around with it a little more, and then I'm gonna be right back to it. Okay, so we back. So I played around with it a little bit, chopped it, and then I played the notes inside of the MIDI right there, and I got a little bounce to it. Like the goal was to kind of like take a word or like flip a word to say something else. So I played around with it, and this is the chop that we have. Let's play around with it and just see how it sounds. Okay, let's get into it. No choice, no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice. So I wanted to flip it. I don't think if I executed the greatest, but I wanted to kind of have it say like, "No choice, I did that." Just like playing around with the word to make it sound like different from like the original. But like I like this part. No choice. That's like the meat and potatoes of the beat. So I'm gonna stick with that. And this is gonna be like the main section for the chop. I might play around with the chop again just to give it some variation, some diversity. But you feel me? This is what we have right now. So next thing we're gonna go on and add some more elements to like the beat, I guess. The goal is to not do too much while still having that flavor. You know, I don't really like to take too much away from the chop. I love chops. I love chops, and the other instrument is gonna be my vocal when I rap on it. So I don't really like to add too much or take away too much when I'm making beats. So this right here, I'm gonna add. Let's do snares. Let's do snares. Let's do snares. So let's play around with the snares and see how that sounds. Okay, so we back. I put together a couple of sounds that I think are gonna sound kind of fly. I picked two snares. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer them and I'm gonna see how that kind of sounds. So let's get into it, I guess. So this is what we have right now. I put two snares, but I'm gonna play them separately so y'all can hear how it sounds. So this part right here, I don't know if y'all can hear that. Let me turn it up right quick. Let me turn it up. Let's see. So this is basically like it's weird. It's from I think it's from like the Kanye pack that I have. But it's kind of like a weird texture. It's kind of like a snare, but it's a weird texture to it. It's kind of like a bell at the same time. And then I took that and I layered it with this one. This is from a Just Blaze pack. Um, this one is gonna be like the main snare, or at least the main snare that you're gonna hear when you listen to the beat, I guess. So I took both of those and I laid them up, laid it, and it basically kind of sounds like. So nothing crazy, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I just wanted a very simple bounce. The other thing is that because we are going for like a breakbeat type of sound or like a boom bap type of sound, I don't want to use like the '90s snare that people are so used to. I kind of want to throw people off a little bit. And sometimes that's a good or bad thing. You just never know when you're making music. You just kind of have to go with it sometimes. You feel me? So yeah, that's the snare. I'm gonna layer the snare and the chops so y'all can hear how they both sound together. And y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna play. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, right there. So I'm gonna play it and y'all let me know how it sounds. This is the snare and the chop together. Oh shit. No choice, no choice, no choice. No choice, you know I speak in magnetized. No choice, no choice. So basically, that's the snare. I added something else to the chop right here. Actually, where is it? So where is it? Where is it? Boom. So I added something else to the chop just to kind of give it like a variation after the main one. So the main one is gonna play, then this one's gonna come in. No choice, you know, I became no choice. Yeah. So that's just like another variation for the chop. You feel me? For the chop, so the chop doesn't get you don't get ear fatigue with the chop. So the next element that I'm gonna add to this beat that I'm working on is the drums. And the drums, I'm gonna stick with my Just Blaze pack. Just Blaze has never stirred me. Just Blaze has never stirred me wrong. So what we have right now, this is basically what I played. That's basically what I played for the chop. And the only reason why I did that is kind of because the snare is very on. It's on the 2 and the 4, I believe. So it's like I just kind of wanted to have. It's like a break beat, but it's not really a break beat. So it's just very simple. The the double kick towards the end just kind of gives it that groove that I'm looking for, especially with my flow. I kind of want to have the beat moving. I don't really want it to be like. I kind of want to have movement with the drum, like not like that. I would have done that, but that's not the vibe that I'm going for. That's more very like that's more aggressive. I kind of wanted to be more chill, but also very, um, I don't know, very groovy, I guess. So that's what I settled for. But I would have played around with it a little more, something like that. But let's hear the drums with the snare, and let's see how it all sounds together, and let's see if I'm making sense, if I'm tripping. Just put everything together, man. Let's put everything together. This is the drums, the snare, and the kick together. Bow. No choice, no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice. So usually I'll stop with that if I was just kind of like trying to come up with an idea to send over to like a friend or like a producer to be like, yo, let's what you think of this? How can we like flush it out and make it even better? But I'm gonna try and add more texture to it. I don't think I'm gonna finish the beat, but I'm gonna try and add like some texture and some elements here and there just to kind of see how everything goes. So let's see where we at with it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna layer the kick just because I like layering stuff. So I'm gonna try and play around with it just slightly more and find some sounds. Oh, I'm gonna do some hi-hats actually. So I got a hi-hat and a chant that I think I'm gonna use. And basically, let me just copy these so I can have it on the kick. Okay, perfect. So wait. Okay, so let me run you through what I just did. I got the chant. This is if you're a Kanye fan, you probably heard this somewhere in his music. But I took that and I laid it with the hi-hat. And basically what it sounds like together is I'm gonna layer it with the kicks on certain sections. So I'm not gonna have it on every section, just like here and there, just kind of have that ear candy, you know. And people are like, damn, what's that? Oh shit, just kind of throw people off a little bit. That's the whole thing about music production, at least how I approach music production. It's just like, how can I throw them off and make it sound good? You feel me? But yeah, so with the kick and the chant and the hi hat, this is how it sounds. No choice, you know, I no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice, no choice. It's a tiny bit, but it's right there. So just doing stuff like that just to make the beat, just to bring like keep the movement of the beat going. I'm a layer some more stuff, add some more textures to it. Let me see what I can I'm gonna do. Oh yes, I have this perk and this open hat that I wanted to add to. So I'm gonna just play that on the one, and this one I'm gonna put it on the four. Oh shit. So this is how it looks like. So we have a perk. This is from one of my favorite producers. This is from OVO 40. He has a pack. Oh, he has a pack on the internet. I don't know where, if it's him or who's someone just, but this is from an OVO 40 pack. This is perk. This is a perk. It's from a song called Madonna by Drake on If You're Reading This Is Too Late. But it's such a weird perk, but it's reversed. You feel me? It's kind of reversed. So I'm gonna add that on the one. So every time that's like the kick comes in, it's that weird perk comes in, and then I'm gonna end the little section with a open hat. This is also from OVO 40. This is an open hat from a song called Glow by Ye and Drake. So I'm gonna end the section with that. So how it sounds like is basically
Feel. Yeah.
so I'm gonna add that also. I'm not gonna put that on every single bar. I'm gonna just add that in different sections so to kind of have that diversity within the drums, you know. So I'm gonna play that for you guys and see let's see how that sounds. I guess.
That's right there.
So that's basically what we're going for. Just a very it's weird, but it adds so much flavor to the beat. It's so weird. Listen, this part right here. It's like if you not listening, you miss it, but it's right there, and it adds so much flavor to the beat. Let's see what else I can add to the beat. So I'm gonna add a piano, and I'm gonna add two pianos. I don't like adding like more chords or elements, but for the sake of this beat and for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna experiment and find out. I like using arcade because it's like it's super like there's so much sounds, so much things you can do. But I don't know. I'm gonna use this weird sound that I found. Let me show y'all. It's called something aura aerial reflection, I think. But yeah, it's a weird piano. It has like a lot of reverb, I think. But I'm gonna add that, and I'm gonna also add. Let's see what else I could add. I saved a couple sounds that I wanted to add. Let me see. It's also from the same pack, I guess. This is from Aura also. Alchemy Pet Piz. It's also a weird piano, but I'm gonna layer those two sounds and kind of have that in the background of certain sections of the chop, just to kind of give it variation, I guess. That's the other thing I struggle with, just arrangements off the beat. I'm really good at sounds and how everything's supposed to sound, but just like arrangements off the beat is where I kind of, But the plus side of that, that's like an easy fix. You just have to listen to more music, listen to more yeah, more music. I think the biggest thing that's kind of helped me lately is putting like acapellas on the beat and just kind of chopping it up according to like the acapella, the hook section, the 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 first verse, second verse, stuff like that. So I'm gonna play around with the chords a little bit, and I'm gonna plug them into the MIDI. That's the other thing. I don't even play piano, so I literally just plug things in. Shout out to FL Studio because I don't think the other programs might be able to do that, but not like FL Studio to be honest. And this video is not sponsored by FL Studio, by the way. So FL Studio, bro, run me that check. But this is how it's sounding. I put together the pianos, layered them up a little bit. This is how it sounds.
So that's how it sounds. And wait.
So if you listen to it, it's basically just adding to the beat and what the beat already is. So I'm gonna have this in the background, so it's not like overwhelming the chop and taking away from the chop. That's why I don't want the chop is like the main component, the main thing for this beat. So let's hear it with the chop and the drums and how it sounds. So I'm gonna start from the top, and this is like the arrangement I have right now, but it's not the final. Obviously, it's just to kind of have just to kind of listen to the beat, I guess.
So I'm gonna play it. Actually, let me play without the metronome. Something simple, something
So something super simple. Nothing crazy, nothing dramatic, none of the above. So with that, um, this is literally just like an idea, and obviously we can add more stuff to it. Actually, let me know in the comments, producers, artists, whatever. Let me know what else I should add to it, or take away to it. But this is how I come up with the process, and then I kind of like send it off to engineers, producers, see what they can add, what they can take away. And most times, they play around with it. Sometimes they don't. And then, yeah, it just kind of sits somewhere until I figure out what to do with it. So shout to Alex Isley again, amazing singer, incredible, underrated songwriter. You know what? For the sake of this video, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and add a verse, but if I don't add a verse, my bad. But with that being said, shout out to everyone that tuned into the video. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you get your tickets. I'm going on tour. We're like a month out until the tour. We have some fire stuff planned for you guys, so make sure you get your tickets. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm gonna get back to work, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next video. Peace. Loner.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next one. Buy your tickets. Go to Loner.
Destiny and vanity. Now tell me where the same with my fucking sanity. The niggas spreading hate with the immature violence. Top 5 in the game, everybody getting fired. Nigga practice silence when it comes to making moves. Niggas getting bodied, but it's hot to make the news. Most of y'all is rappers, I'm a rapper extraordinaire. I think that whole said it, ain't no ugly billionaires. Now look at me, working on myself. Never needed help by rapping, everybody putting niggas in a hearse. On my dead relatives and imaginary frames. I ain't stopping till they fucking put a bullet in my head.